And hello everyone, welcome back to part 6 of my Parthia Let's Play. Last episode we had a bit of a siege over here in Susia by the now destroyed faction from the Marv Artacoan region. Bactria has grown significantly larger. They have 2 additional territories over here. Who knows if they have anything up here in some of the nomadic lands. So I'm thinking that starting off by attacking this stack over here, which looks fairly infantry heavy, maybe a couple of skirmish for cav, but going against these forces would be a good way to begin our offensive against Bactria. And we're going to first we need to handle this. I feel like I've gotten this a couple of times before. We'll just kill him. Maybe it'll give us something different. So yeah, we'll declare war against Bactria. We'll join the war with the Hindi faction down here, who just took Frada off of the Baktrians. That should earn us some favor with them and make them less likely to move against our territories down here.
In my lord's name, be welcome. We had heard of your great wisdom,
to join war
and with
against
this
Bactria.
generous offer, we have seen its results.
They accepted that. Perfect.
Awaiting Parthia's bidding, my lord. We take this settle, we cannot pass here. What cruelty do you wish, oh lord? At your command, at once!
Well, maybe we don't go against 2 different stacks. We can, however, take this guy out. Yeah, that causes a few issues, unfortunately. Fight this manually. Aiming just to deplete as many of their hoplite units as we possibly can. And of course, get rid of all of the cavalry. Looks like they don't have too much in the way of skirmisher units. A lot of elite level pikes up there though. These guys I'm not so worried about, they're just general spear units. Elephants we can take out. And this go round, got some mercenary axemen by the look of it.
Missile cavalry at your command!
And we'll load heavy on the left side down here.
Band together! Riders at the double!
And just take out these cavalry over here since they've moved up out of position. Since they're kind of reforming still, go for some of these phalanx troops while they're kind of still reorganizing. take out these light horse archers here. So they kind of just stand there in place and fire for whatever reason.
Awaiting orders.
Our general is under attack.
Begin to work our way around here, and we'll go to the backs of the infantry. These guys should rout here in just a second. Now we're getting to the point where we may begin to run into the problem where we may need some infantry. We're still going to do super well against armies in one-on-one fights. However, if those two stacks come over towards that southern province, since they're grouped up together, afraid we're going to lose the horse archer stack, since you can only retreat once from battle and then you're kind of stuck in place. Basically what happened to the Shah, the original Shah, in episode 3. Getting in some shots on the sides of these phalanx troops. Very helpful right here. Moving a little bit closer. We'll also just use this group to attack the archers before they reform. Them there.
Advance at speed. Engage. We
Cancel
understand.
the fire at will. That way we're not hitting our own horse archers.
At the ready. Quickly now.
Right. That destroys the archers. It's fired to the back of their general.
Riders, advance. Get them, any of them.
And fire against those elephants. Oh, and that entire back line just collapsed under that barrage. Elephants taking some serious abuse there.
Parthian horse archers.
Still have plenty of ammo left. Elephants are going amok, and the general is likely going to fall here soon. Which means we probably can rout this entire army. We won't have to take a defeat.
Double horse archers!
Advance at speed.
And there goes the enemy general.
The enemy general is dead. Double horse archers!
Fall back, fall back, fall back. Got a little too close there. Getting some good shot into those swordsmen. And their light cavalry is moving over this way, so we'll turn to divert our attention over here. This first group kind of tears through the rest of these axemen.
Awaiting orders.
Slowly picking apart this army piece by piece. It's the way you have to play as Parthia if you use horse archers. Kind of find individual little
One of our
segments
units
you
has used all its ammunition.
target. Alright, and there goes the axeman. So we'll go after the phalanx next. Phalanx. Causing a bunch of casualties in this unit as well. There goes their horse archers, so we'll move all of our units over here and circle around back to the rear of the Baktrian forces here.
Parthian horse archers.
Looks like we have some more light cavalry. This is probably the last bit of cavalry. Then we'll just have this infantry to contend with after that.
Orders! Advance at speed!
Not being quite as accurate with these shots as I would like. Doesn't seem like they're getting quite the same number of casualties.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We're starting to run out of ammunition now, which means we may need to fall back. Let the next battle wipe this Baktrian army out.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Orders, my lord! Parthian horse archers!
Did eliminate a good number
One of our units has used all
of
its ammunition.
the enemy. A lot of good shots to the sides of these units and fairly efficient use of our ammunition for the most part. Began to lack a little bit there in the end. Definitely not a bad first bout with the Baktrians. I think the Baktrians will be much easier than those eastern factions because they have a lack
One of our units has used all its
of
ammunition.
those shield bearer units.
Missile cavalry! Forward!
Move these units around in this way.
Riders at the double! Double horse archers! Horse archers!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Horse archers! Riders at the double! Cavalry! Missiles ready!
Chase down some of those retreating units, that way they don't cover.
Forward! Ready! Horse archers! Double horse archers!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Forward! Quickly now! Horse archers! Double horse archers! Swift!
One of our units has used all its
Good,
ammunition.
effective rout of those archers.
Double horse archers!
does look like they have finished off the last of their ammunition. I'm not convinced that we could rout the rest of this army. Especially
One of our
not with
units
full
has used all
units
its
of
ammunition.
hoplites. So I'm just going to begin the retreat.
My lord! Parthian horse archers! Die!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And hit and run is over. Very few casualties, if any. And a good start to our conflict with the Baktrians. I don't know why it said it was a costly defeat. Lost 177 men, which is apparently just too much. Honestly, the garrison could hold out against this this army if it wanted to, but it shouldn't have to. Now, what we'll have to see is if they split up or not in that southern province down there. And still within range of the city, which is perfect placement. I will take that.
We fight for you, my lord.
And we'll
As the
move
arrow flies.
him a little bit back farther in. Now, I exempted this area from tax. Let me move my spy up a little farther, because I want to make sure we can keep an eye on not so much the Hindi faction down here, although I will keep my my governor. I will keep him right over there. To hopefully he'll have line of sight onto their city. And I don't think we'll be able to do too much else for this turn. Let's see if we can establish any trade agreements.
I greet you in...
Doesn't look like we'll be able to. I'd like to set up one with Parthia.
Welcome, friend. Well,
Can't. Okay. Parthia is doing quite well. They did get rid of Rahaga, so we could move this way after getting rid of Bactria. See how the Bactrians react. Hopefully they just keep pushing south and not moving against Suzia. And a swing and a miss. And there's one stack. And the question is, if that stack is by itself, do we go after it, or do we retreat farther into our territory to make sure
our people have
they
their
cannot
own luxuries.
be reinforced by that second army? Those Hindis, they don't seem to want to keep constant trade with us, which means they're not really going to want to support us in this war effort, more than likely will turn on us at one point. So I don't think it's worthwhile hoping that they're going to sit idly by. There's not a whole lot we can do about that if they declare war early at this point. We can plan on, after taking out Bactria, or at least a couple of their settlements, moving south and eliminating them. Let's see.
Greetings, friend. Let us use our time together in wisdom.
Okay, so they like... Oh, no. They don't like the fact that we're at war with Baktrian. I see, okay.
Speak, my friend.
Then what are they doing over here with this army, then? Not quite sure.
At your service.
I'm not going to try to recruit him. I don't think I'll be able to.
I shall see to the grain store. What? On the move, my lord.
Just keep moving.
Parthia? Treading softly, I cannot travel that road.
I think we...
Is that all, my lord?
Can we afford to keep you in here? We can. It's only -2. And it does free up some food. Not enough to where we can tax this province, though.
It is an honor. I would travel the world for Parthia.
We'll tax it for a term, though. We'll worry about not having food. Why are you... Okay, there we go.
Come join our ranks. We fight for you, my lord.
Might as well just recruit another fresh unit up here.
A noble cause requires noble
Or two.
men.
And that will end our turn.
At your command.
We'll see if he moves on
Ready for
Suzia or
orders.
not.
We
We
cannot
better
do
leave
that.
him out of there in case
You have
Suzia
further
is sieged
orders?
and we can't win in a one-on-one fight.
How may I serve you?
How may I serve Parthia?
Let's just get more tax rate and more research. Okay. Oh, we can actually just auto-resolve this. I think we're going to do it. Any casualties that we gain, we can always recover. And I would rather hold on to this territory than lose it again. And we didn't even lose any of those units. Let's enslave. Because at least in our home province, we have plenty of public order, and in the new one as well. With that wrestler, we just need the food more than anything. It'll help our economy in just a little bit. That could be what helps us more than anything else. Is just having a few extra slaves around to produce more income. Let's see if they send an army. No, they don't. I wouldn't mind them going in before us to kind of soften the Baktrians up. I will be sure I get rid of that other stack, and we'll also see about taking Marv here on this next turn. And perhaps we can start thinking about getting a third army fielded. Parsa is a little unnerving with how strong they're getting. And I'm not sure what Kath is doing. Just being silly AI, I guess. Okay, I don't know if you'll trade with me.
Most excellent.
No, you won't.
Welcome, friend. I greet you as befit.
These guys
In my lord's name.
seem to like me, but they're not willing to trade with me.
Welcome, friend. Welcome.
And you're just
I
gonna
am
break
hum-
that a turn from
May
now.
Hermes bless us both with...
Come, my friend.
Okay, let's see. Very weak.
We fight for you, my lord. Leave none alive!
Just go ahead and release.
Mithra, watch over
I'm not
me.
worried about maintaining good relationships with the Indies down here. It will help us with Kath up there. Yeah. Since we released some Baktrian troops, they
Come,
like
my
us a little
friend.
bit more.
My lord,
Realistically, they're going to be our next target.
Ready for orders. Our advance has been halted. None
I think we
will
can take this settlement this turn.
what cruelty do
We'll
you
hold
wish?
off just a second. And let's see
I go.
what's going on over here. Lots of spears, not a whole lot of cavalry,
How
lots
may
of
I serve
elephants.
you? I shall scout ahead.
So we'll combine all of our units and we'll recruit a bunch of fresh horse archers. Now we could have noble horse archers at this point. I think
Are you
I
ready
think
to
we
serve?
keep these guys. It's almost out of pagans, at least in this area. We can think about. I wonder where all of them are located. Probably in this region over here, because we haven't done too much recruiting over there. More than likely, it's this one over here, by the look of it. Yeah, this isn't a bad spot either. Neither is that one. I wish it would give you a region-specific breakdown of population. Or province-specific, excuse me. Alright, let me see, what else can we do here? Sure you don't
Greetings,
want a
most
trade
excellent.
agreement. No, you don't want a trade agreement. Okay. We're short one food. So after we take this settlement, we'll see if we can sustain taxing that southern province or not. once we get a few more chevrons on these horse archers, that will also greatly help make them more effective. The fact that our generals are giving them extra range and damage and rate of fire is already starting to show that it's paying off.
Horse archers! Noble horse archers!
Oh yeah, you're down 1 unit. That's why. Okay. Let's load up this side, so we're not going down a slope or anything like that.
Noble horse archers! Ready now! Quickly now!
And we'll break through this little barrier right here. Hack your way on through it, man. This is the one thing that I find very annoying about the AI. It'd be very nice if they could set these up in a functional manner, because these barricades really do take a while to break through. The AI just kind of puts them around willy-nilly, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just more of a nuisance than anything else. It doesn't provide them any tactical advantage or anything like that. Okay, now that we're through that, let's run on over here. Get those archers taken out.
Our general is under attack.
See if we can draw some of the enemy out. They're not moving up their cavalry yet.
Ready! Parthia! Noble horse archers! Parthia! Horse archers! Missile arm fighters! Noble horse archers! Parthia! Horse archers!
Okay, these guys are out in the middle of the open. Let's take them out. Let's begin to pull back, redistance ourselves a little bit.
The enemy general is dead.
And there goes the enemy general. Up again. Once again, they're running over their own traps. Looks like all of them have already been sprung for the most part. See if we can circle around over here. Take a couple of shots into the sides of those axemen. Yeah, work around behind the other units. Oh, watch out for those stakes. Don't run into those. saw that happening too.
Horse archers! Quickly now!
Alright, now we're shooting them from all sides. They should start to melt much faster. Just attack those archers. Fall back. 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 Okay. Take out their general.
My lord! Riders!
Right, and let's go back in.
Missile cavalry at your command!
And now we have them surrounded on all sides. It's just a matter of time until we take the province. Start to make our archers encircle them. These guys will shoot to the backs. Yes, perfect. And they retreated too, so they get all shot in the back. Got a lot of militia hoplites left by the look of it. Some of those are more professional, but a lot of militia as well.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right here.
For Parthia!
Those militiamen are just gonna get shredded now they've turned their backs to us.
Noble horse archer! Missile cavalry at your command! Hoorah, master! Parthian horse archers!
Right, so there goes another unit of infantry.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Parthian!
And another one.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Parthian horse archers!
Go shoot them in the back over here.
Noble horse archers! Order! Jesus!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Horse archers! 9!
Okay. So I believe all of these units are out of ammunition. These guys just retreated.
Horse archers!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Archers! Ready! Let's fly! My lord!
Surround them on all sides. Should break here without too much of a fuss. Now we just need to target individual little pockets.
Cavalry! Missiles ready! Gearward bound!
men are wavering.
These guys are wavering.
Good night! No! Orders! Swift and accurate!
We'll have to do a hammer and anvil here.
Parthian horse archers!
Throw the general in there. Okay. Much better.
Ready! General Orders!
Gotta regroup our lines here. And we'll go after these units right here.
Orders! Yield us! Our orders! Horse marches! Advance at speed! Noble horse archers! Noble horse archers! Our orders!
Okay, pull back. Out of there.
Noble horse archers!
Push him.
Parthian horse archers! Our orders! Parthian horse archers! Missile Noble horse archers!
Let's pull back. Got 2 phalanxes remaining. It looks like they want to stay fairly close to each other. Actually, this guy's moving off, so we could probably just use these 2. And they should rout. And that should be it. Managed to take Merv. 500 losses. Not bad. And this will give us an idea as to if the Baktrians have any additional forces in the area, which would be very useful to know. Now the question is, do I want to loot this settlement for some extra gold, or do I want to hold off on doing that until we take maybe territory a little bit farther in? I think I'm going to wait. I'm just going to occupy for now.
Ready for battle.
And it looks like they are recruiting another stack. They have this province and then this one up there. That, and we'll leave that alone for now.
Awaiting Parthia's bidding, my lord. Destination reached.
We need to stop taxing the province so we have a surplus of food.
We fight for
And we will make sure that we're fully replenished by next turn.
All men must serve.
Things are not looking bad.
Awaiting Parthia's bidding.
and turn there. And with the addition of Marv, we can use Nisa as our base to resupply this army and then push farther into Baktrian territory. We'll also probably besiege this settlement down to the south of Marv next turn, and it looks like that Baktrian army got a little spooked, so they retreated back into Bactria itself. So things are looking good. If Marv falls, I'm not too terribly worried about it. It's just good to eliminate that province as a springboard for Bactrian aggression. See, it doesn't look like the Hindis are making any move against that province, so we'll go ahead and beat them there. Shouldn't take very many casualties, so that way we can use that southern army as a bit of a screening force against any aggression they may start to show towards us in the next few turns. And this should be a fairly uneventful turn here. We're just going to besiege that walled settlement, recruit a few new units for that northern army, and that should be a good place to finish the episode for today.
My lord. At once.
Merge these units. And that gives us exactly 5, which is perfect.
Ready for orders. A noble cause requires noble.
And I think we have enough income to warrant a third army. So we can besiege the Baktrians here. Won't worry about building any siege equipment. I won't worry about this army here either. I don't think it'll do anything worthwhile. Let's see, they have fairly depleted garrisons. And give her some extra gravitas. Speak a spouse for Roxana. And we just need to work on getting his authority a little bit higher. And it seems like these other houses are not happy with us. We do not have a risk of civil war, so we don't need to worry about that for now. Definitely just something to look into here later on. Let's go ahead and educate the daughter. That should deplete our war chest and set us up for a good next turn, as this silk trader will come online, and we look to take our Tenokoa province, and we'll reinforce Marv with this newly replenished army. That should be it for this episode. We'll just see what all the AI does before I leave you. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one after the AI finish their turn. Well, with Bactria moving out against us, I think I will save here, and we will pick up with the Baktrian garrison moving out to attack us in the next episode.